Somewhere in a dark corner of the city stood an abandoned mansion, surrounded by gloom and desolation. All the locals avoided the place, telling each other terrible stories about what was going on behind its rotten walls. But one day there was a desperate young man among them, determined to uncover the secrets, and he went to the abandoned mansion. Upon entering, he felt the cold winds blowing through the cracked windows. The lighting was barely noticeable, and the creaking wooden steps underfoot made it seem as if the house itself was breathing. The young explorer peered into the shadows, trying to discern anything unusual. As he moved deeper inside, the sounds became more ominous. Quiet footsteps, ominous rustles, as if someone or something was secretly watching him. He became uneasy, but curiosity precluded fear. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the darkness, distorting its appearance as if it were from another world. "You shouldn't have come here," the mysterious figure whispered, and its voice lingered in the air like a moment sealed by centuries. "What's going on here?" the young man asked, nervously trying to hide his fear. "This house is a mirror of the past and the future," the figure continued. "This is where your fears come to light and your secrets become deeper." The mansion began to change before his eyes. Rooms filled with shadows and flickering images of past occupants full of grief and suffering appeared on the walls. Fear began to cover him like a cold sweat as he realized he had witnessed their misfortune. Suddenly, the figure disappeared, and an eerie silence hung in the air. But then something else began to happen. The walls began to make whispering noises, as if the ghosts were not pleased with the violation of their seclusion. The young man was trapped in the past, facing the ghosts of his own fears. He saw his own nightmares, fears and doubts coming to life in front of him. He was encased in his own history that he tried to put behind him. The walls obscured him and the ghosts slowed his movements, unleashing a wave of dark memories upon him. And in that moment, as he nearly passed out from the onslaught of memories, the figure returned. "You came here to know yourself," she said, "but be careful. The truth may be far more frightening than the lies you've been building in your mind." The young man, gripped by mixed feelings of fright and understanding, left the mansion, leaving behind his dark fears and past shadows. But from that day on, he could never forget the encounter with his own ghosts and what they revealed about himself.